Tuesday's the vibe, the clock hits 8. No filters here, just talk that straight. Laugh so loud they can shake the gate. Facebook fam always pulling their weight. We hit live, roll out the streets, we roam. Truth in the mic, we don't play clone. Real ones know this is where it's grown. No bravado, just a real top zone. No bravado, that's the code. We go live and we unload. Real talk flows never slow. Facebook crew, that's the road. No bravado, no disguise. Tuesday nights we energize. Truth and laughter we baptize. Tune in fam, we're on the rise.
Good evening, No Bravado Massive. Yes, me General, what on? Me Sasha. Yay! Yay!
What's going on?
You know, what was going on, Miss Thompson? How are you?
I'm alright. Good start
Do you know
to
what?
the
Life
week.
is so funny. For like 30 years, I was raving on the scene. Seeing me on about. We're doing a little cute hi.
Yeah.
Hi. Cutesy. And it's just funny, like when I was going through one of the darkest periods of my life, Donna introduced me to Dion and said she'd be able to help you. And help me she did. And she's now become one of my favourite people on this earth. It's just so funny how life is. So, and now she's doing the No Bravado crew. So she's here once a month with us. Because Gary and Natalie just go on strike every other week. So, Gary was like, I might come on today. But I love them. And wherever they are, I hope they're having a great evening. So yes, welcome. Hello, No Bravado Massive. I'm going to do some sharing as well, but we'll get into some topics. So first thing, like we was talking about DSAV. So this was happening last week.
What do you be here for? I'm from East, but I'm not from North London, man.
This is how the youth them talk to the police.
Sorry.
Look, can I show it to you again? So our police turn up to someone's house looking for DSAV.
What the fuck would he be here for? I'm from East, but I'm not from North London, man.
And slammed the door in his face. And slammed the door in their face. I was like, these youths ain't got no fear. They don't care how they talk to the police. They just don't care.
No.
But I did see reports that he got caught today. I had it up, but it's gone. So he's been detained in France. So it was hang on, I had it on it was the Independent. Here it is. This one. Let me share my screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Share screen. Yeah, he got caught in France. He got smuggled out in a lorry and got caught in France.
He got far.
He got far though, innit? I don't know. Why are you doing this? All right. So, can you see my screen, yeah?
Yeah.
So, this is him, Daniel Buki. Like, what is they doing? Rapper who escaped custody twice is apparently most. Oh no, this isn't it. This isn't the one. But anyway, he got. I'll see if I can find it later. But does it say here? Let's see what this one says. Yeah, Daniel Buki, aka drill rapper D7, has finally been caught in France after a daring double jailbreak and weeks of trolling cops on social media. But you see why I didn't want them to catch him? I think they're going to batter him. I think they're going to bruck him up. I think they're going to make a big example of him. And they're going to put time on for him running away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they would do that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, it's trolling cops on social media. The Met confirmed his arrest in, I can never say this, La Bordeaux near Nate, came just a day after he posted a video dancing shirtless to his own rap celebrating his escape. Yeah, they were going to always find you because you was going on too bad online. Do you know what I mean? From knife point robberies to cross-channel escape, Bokeh was jailed last July for a string of knife point robberies and was set for deportation to Ghana. He first escaped custody on the 10th of February from West Middlesex University Hospital, but was quickly recaptured. Again on the 15th of February, he fled, this time from Lewisham Hospital, and stayed on the run for over 2 weeks. Reports suggest he was smuggled out of the UK, hidden inside of a lorry. Rather than hiding, Bokeh flaunted his freedom on Instagram, where nearly 1 million followers watched his antics, including me. I was one.
Yes.
You know, like I've never seen anything like it. These youths are just out of hand. They do not care, and I was just like, and then I found myself. I'm not saying I was glamorizing his behavior because I wasn't, but I found myself not wanting him to get caught because I was like, you see, when they catch you, you're finished. You are finished, my friend. But I do think if they were to if he was to turn up dead, it would be outrage. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd go that far.
You don't think they would? Yeah, because
I don't think they'd try to take him out. But
they're ready to kill in the UK as well. They do. Do you know what I mean?
But the world is watching.
Yeah, too many people are watching now. I guess. So anyway, so he just broke out of jail like Moldy references Netflix Top Boy. F the government, fam. They're phonies. Done it twice now. They think I'm insane. Catch me if you can. I make my way to the plane. I didn't even know the lyrics. I make my way to the plane. I used to look at you, but it's funny. His track Race declared himself the boss of UK, taunted the Met, and boasted about evaded custody twice. Back in the UK custody soon as the police probe escape network. The Met say Bokeh will be returned to the UK imminently. Meanwhile, detectives are hot on the trail for anyone who helped him flee, with investigations ongoing to his alleged smuggling out of Britain. We are your go-to destination for breaking news. Okay, so yeah, that was that. So he's been caught, unfortunately, because I just think they're gonna done his dance. I really do. But yeah, what can we say?
He should have took it a little bit more serious. If he was about it, really wanting to escape and be out there, they were never going to let it rest. He's exposed them and made them look stupid, and then got online. And now you're making tracks. Like you went back in the studio, like it's.
He went to the Shard. He went to the Shard and took some gal to the Shard, and then left her there. Yeah, left her there. All kinds of things this boy was doing.
Money to go Shard. He just came out. Make it make sense.
Right. The first time he got caught, it was because they ordered takeaway food to their home address. So
sorry,
he got caught. And then this time he was a little bit smarter, but his ego is young in it, so his ego got in there. So yeah. So that was that. Let me go to my WhatsApp because I shared my things there. Let's share the screen. Good evening. I can't see who's watching, but for those of you that I can see, like it shows me like the numbers of people who are watching. And thanks for being with us. But until you comment, I can't really see who you are. But thank you for being with us. Let's have a look. You all right, Mum? Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So, rapper gets how do you say that in a sentence? Rapper gets jailed for 12 years after killing student in a hit and run incident. I think that's harsh. What say you guys?
I think that's light.
You think it's light?
He took someone's life. He didn't stop. He then, when they stopped him or when they turned up to his house, he said, I don't know what you're talking about. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
They did all this denial. And I think 12 years He's lucky he's not in America. There are people that give you counts for blowing your nose. There's a felony for everything.
Yeah.
If he was in America, he'd have got maybe life with
Yeah,
100
they've got
years.
100
You know
years.
they do.
100 plus 99
Yeah.
for this and 25 years for that. Yeah, because they go and stink out there.
Yeah, I think it's obviously. I mean, this whole situation is crazy, but I think 12 years is light. I thought he would get longer because there was so much media, and you know, as the story unfolded, it just got worse.
Yeah, it certainly did. What say you, Shasha?
No, I think he would have got longer. So 12 years is light. I do think he would have got longer. Did think he would have got a lot longer. Things wasn't really. He didn't do himself any. From the fact that he didn't do himself any favors by driving off, and the speed that he was going at too, from start to finish, it just wasn't looking good for him at all, and it's a shame. So, like Dion says, at the end of the day, in America, you'll get a fine for driving, for speeding, another one mostly for lying, another one for killing somebody. So he's lost everything, but he's still alive. But 12 years, he needs to thank his lucky stars.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, go on, Jigs.
It's going on, you right?
You're right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good.
Evening.
Evening.
We was just saying that they caught D-Sav in France.
Who?
And now they're looking for D-Sav, the rapper.
They caught him,
played. The Buster UK. I don't even know. I'm glamorizing this look at you, but yeah, they caught him. Hi Dan H F5W8J. Hi. I'm always curious about those you monkeys start coming in the comments and all that kind of nonsense starts to come. But yeah, they caught him. Got 12. What say you? Do you think that's harsh or do you think that's light, Gary?
Light work.
You think that's light?
Yeah. Person dead and never coming back. His parents are still alive. They're gonna be without their son. He can. Right. And what? It's 12 do 6, 5 to 6 do.
Yeah, this is what they're saying in the comments. A lot of people are saying for a UK judge that's reasonable sentence. Out in 5-6, lucky guy. Someone's saying he'd be out in 4.
I mean, four's good behavior. 6 is kind of like standard. You serve 50 to 48, 45% of your sentence you serve. I mean, so for good behavior and thing, unless you go mad.
When you look at it like that, I'm just saying 12 years. Like what? But yeah, it was naughty one. You got to do a stretch for that. Yeah.
Did you see the video?
I didn't watch it.
Not the video of him knocking it. The video before when he's driving mad all around the streets of London.
No.
Yeah, so they showed a video and set of all the before the accident, how he was driving before the accident, and how he's cutting through things, and then the judge said they just said sometimes when you do things, you just need to be at the time you never think you're gonna get caught, but. They brought out some rap song of his when he's talking about drink driving, how he drink drives, and like they played that, like say, this is stuff he does all the time. He's even trying to glamorize it.
Yeah,
and I think 12 years is light if you take all that into consideration.
I think I'm going by what Natalie said because Natalie knows him personally, and Natalie was just saying that he's such a nice guy. No one can tear him apart. More than he would be doing himself. Let me stop sharing this so that we can. Yeah, no one would be tearing them apart more than he'd be tearing apart himself. The lyrics of the song, people just chat shit in. Like, half the things that people say in the rap songs ain't necessarily true. This just so come back to haunt him. If that makes
sense. It's true though because he's been done for drink driving before, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Has he?
Yeah, it's not the first time.
Sometimes he hasn't been caught, but he has been done for it before.
Yeah.
So do we know why he got the 12 years? Is it
murder, isn't it?
Death
by dangerous driving.
Yes,
well, this is why I was thinking it's still light work. Why, sometimes the judge will give an explanation as to the reason why he gave the sentence that he or she did.
Sentence.
Yeah, he gave a long speech. The judge gave a long speech about.
Did you see it or?
Oh no, I saw it in the news.
You saw it in the news.
Today,
Where would I find it?
I don't know. It was on BBC London Tonight, or one of those ones, and they were just talking about it, and the judge gave some long summing up about how this is a pattern of behaviour, this, that, and the other, the whole stuff.
Okay. Sum up of gets.
Judge, yeah.
Let's see if it comes up. Is there a video? I can't see no videos, but Getz, whose real name is Justin Clark Samuel, was found guilty of causing death by dangerous driving after a hit-and-run incident in Ilford, London. The judge noted that Getz was driving at speeds exceeding the legal limit and failed to stop at traffic lights, leading to a fatal collision with Yubin Tamang. Getz was sentenced to 12 years and disqualified from driving for 17. Yeah, probably wise. Would you want to drive? Because the other day I was driving to Lewisham Shopping Centre, and on the other side of the dual carriageway, someone had hit someone off their bike, and he was flat out. And I don't know if he was dead or not. And I was just like, if it's your fault or not, that's going to bother you. That's going to haunt you.
Yeah.
The judge expressed shock at the number of incidents leading up to the fatal collision and acknowledged Getz' genuine remorse and community support throughout his music career. Okay. I can't seem to find a video at the moment. Yeah.
I knocked some you over one time. That proper freaked me out.
Really?
Yeah, man.
It's
like, I shouldn't laugh about it. I was driving down Edmonton Upper Street, going towards Hertford Road. So I drove past, I came around and I was driving around the bus to drive straight. And then one you just ran out in front of the bus. So he came off the bus and ran that way.
Yeah, I remember you saying this, yeah.
The boy flew up in the air and dropped on the floor. I just started to shake. I was like, what? And then he just got up and ran. And I was like, stop. And he just ran off, ran. And the bus driver just shook his shoulders and said, wait, it wasn't your fault. I'm like, but.
Yeah.
So I went to police station and said,
made him get up and run.
Yeah. I went to police station and went and reported it and said, this is what happened. And the policeman didn't even give a care. Didn't care.
It's old when they're ready, I think I was today's years old when it was you that told me they don't come out for theft anything under £250. They don't even bother with you. That's your business. What are the police doing? But I suppose they're chasing D7 all around town, isn't it? So Nick James Martin said should be in prison for life. Well, even if it's an accident, Nick, you feel so? Because I think he was genuinely.
But the driving, but you're driving, so it's not an accident, is it?
No.
I did see that. I saw the video.
Did you?
Okay.
It was an accident.
It wasn't.
Yeah, he would never have been able to stop.
Right.
It would have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, it was wild.
It was always
when
going
you're
to
driving
be
that fast, you're putting up in a position where you're not going to give yourself enough time. So it's like it's an intention, but it's not intentional.
Do you know what?
I'm
gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you hit something, you brake and you stop, yeah. And even if you stop 10 yards at the brother did. I don't think he even realized he hit the person. He just kept on going, not stop. It was literally because you hit something, you kind of even you put your brakes on for a second, you kind of stop for that kind of and then keep on going. It didn't do it. It's just one straight movement.
I do think that because of the speed that he was going at, and he might have been, not high on coke, but if you're smoking weed or whatever, or drinking and so forth, I do think that he might have had an instinct that he might have hit somebody and it was like a shock to his system. And like I was saying, no one knows what they will do in a situation like that. We could all say, "Oh, I would have done that," but at the same time, it's a different kind of. I'm just thinking how many emotions was going through his mind. Like, you're scared, shit, oh my god, and the reality just hits you, and then the police come to your house. Wow, shit, that what I thought was a dream actually wasn't.
For me, and I'd say I'm not even getting to the stage where you hit the person. I'm talking about the decision leading up to it. So you knew you was drinking and wherever you was. You know you get into the car. You got in your car. So it's not like your brethren that were with you when you're drinking. You wasn't drinking alone. Let you get in the car. So there's a whole concept around it. Like,
of course, yeah.
If I'm out there raving and some of my boys are there drinking like madmen, I'm telling them, brother, you can't drive like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know some man like, boy, I drive better when I'm drunk and all them things there. And I said it always reminds me of that film Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know.
I remember that. How he thought he was driving and how he was actually driving. Yeah.
The man drove. You see the man driving in his car. Chris got home next day. You see the guy outside his car's mash up. That part does mash up, and then it flash back to how he was driving. It was like, nah, wild. So, yeah, and it's not like you're an 18-year-old driver, and we don't know. You think you're a big man now.
Yeah.
And you've been caught for it before, so
you'd like to find out
your career as well, boy. Just as things started to kick off for you, biggest show on Netflix, blah 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 blah. Well, anyway, God go with him, God go with the family, God, hopefully he's been banned for 17 years. And I think when you're making that kind of money, I've never understood when you're making that kind of money why you would drink drive anyway. Take a Uber, like you can afford it.
No, get a driver.
That's it.
But if you don't want to pay for the driver, take a Uber.
Exactly.
Because you can afford. You can afford. So yeah. May God go with him. But
sorry, but before we go any further, may God go with the person who died
family too,
and his family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did say that before. I said,
definitely,
because it's a huge loss. That boy's never coming back. It is a huge loss. It's just a sad situation all round. And like I said, because Natalie knows him personally and has described how he is as a person, it's made me feel a bit sorry for him, because he's not just like one of those egoic, cold-hearted people. From what she's saying to me, he's actually a really nice guy that will be beating himself up and is probably really genuinely emotional and remorseful. So yeah, God go with everybody. Let's just say yeah. What's next? All right, let's do this topic. Let's do this one. Can you guys see my screen? Not yet. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
See my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So this got people chatting in the group. Everyone was kind of split. So your grandma leaves you 1 million in her will, but she left your siblings 0. Are you splitting it? Before we go into the comments, what say you guys?
I'm an only child.
If you had, I knew you was going to say that. I knew Gary was going to say that. Hypothetically, man.
I'm a share nothing. All the chicken's mine. All the chicken and all the spits are mine. You know what I mean?
So what about your cousins? Hypothetically, if you had like close cousins or whatever, what would happen then?
If someone left the money to me, there must be a reason for it, isn't it? I mean, it may be I'm the person who goes around every day wiping up their poo and thing, and then taking them, doing things for them, and now people just sitting down watching TV, and they're like, you know what? Don't leave the people money. don't give them none of my money. It's all coming to me. If you're going to give it to them, I'd rather give it to the cats or something like that. I don't know what I mean. It all depends on what the person's wishes was, to be honest with you. Yeah, but I mean, I give people $2,000 each, you know what I mean?
$2,000 out of $1 million.
Do you know how many cousins I've got? I'll have about $5,000 left at the end.
$1 million wouldn't go, like, you wouldn't be able to do $1 million.
I was saying to somebody, £1 million nowadays ain't nothing, brother. You can just about buy a yard with that if you're lucky. I mean, outside in a nice area. You know what I mean?
Fidel, good evening, Sugar Plum. Fidel says everybody would have to get a little something, not as much as me, but I wouldn't feel right keeping it all. Shasha, what say you? I think you said no, not a ras, isn't it?
Not a damn penny. Don't call me. Don't call me. Don't send a pigeon, a dog, an email. Not a damn thing. I don't want no questions asked. No, I've been there, done that. Not interested. I don't care. If you never leave, I'm respecting the dead's wishes, and if you don't, off. No, this is unnerving me because I had that with my siblings.
Yeah, you've lived this experience.
You know what I mean? And some think, oh well, no. When my mum passed, it's like people thought I did certain things to like talk to my mum and that, and I made it quite clear to her. My mum asked me 3 times, and I was like, hey, what? You have an obligation to your kids, then I don't, and I like to sleep at night time. So whatever you want to do, I don't want to know. I'm not interested. It's your money. You work hard for it. Do you know what I mean? My brother and sister, they were talking to my mum. My brother saw his mum for the first time in 10 years in the hospital. My sister saw her in 10 years in the hospital. My sister saw her mum for the first time in 6 years. Yeah, it was me. Do you understand? So no, and then when you do get something, oh, is this it? Are you crazy? I'm going to box you. Like, are you mad? Oh, yeah. What about this? What about that? It's got nothing to do with you. Do you understand? If mum was still here, you would still be having your stance of I ain't talking to you. Well, hey, what? Keep that stance and go away.
Oh, so actually, you're gone to the thing that they ain't talking to her. That's a different conversation. If the person's not talking to you, that's a different conversation, isn't it? If they gave, for example, just say, I had brothers and sisters, and they were all successful, all earning really good money, and I was the waste man, and they would say, you know what, the person who needs looking after is Gary, not the other two are doing all right for them. They're good. They're married. They've got their children. They've got a big house, everything, and he hasn't got anything. And she left me the money. Then why would I give it to anyone else?
Yeah,
right.
But no, not like they're not talking to her, but they are talking. If they're all talking, then there's no problem. But she made us think that I need more help than the other ones.
True, but then I just find that I've had instances where for people that I do know who not in contact with the loved one that's passed, but then as soon as the pulse stops and there's no heartbeat, you want to come find dead left. Are you mad? Like I just don't agree with that. Do you understand? I just really don't. If you've not had any contact with that person, leave it as that. But to want to come and say, oh well, I need to have because I'm family. No, I'm not. Go away.
I always thought about it like if say someone like for me, if like someone in my family, but just say my grandmother who's passed away, was dying, and I was living there, and she left me all her stuff, and then another one of my cousins said, you know what, Gary, I really loved Auntie's bracelet, for example. I really would like that to keep that of hers. But she left everything to me. I put on that case, I'll probably say, you know what, I'm not going to wear it. Yeah, take that.
That's different.
No, but
Yeah.
it could be worth a lot. It could be worth, say, 10 grand. It would be like, no, take that, because I know I'm not gonna wear it. And if someone's gonna wear it and think about them and stuff like
that much.
If it's 10 grand, you don't neither. But
Me
so
like
but
it,
easy,
yeah.
you know.
You like it? No. But like my mum had a load of I couldn't wear because they're too big for me. She's a lot bigger than I am, and she had lovely ponchos, and I've still got them. And I made it quite clear to my sister and them, you can come to the house and get what you want, but this is what you're not taking. And my sister's like, I'm taking this. I was like, I will kill you for that. So it's not gonna happen. Like it's just not happening. Plain and simple. You know, I'm all for. I'm like one of my cousins. She particularly wanted something of her, and I was just like, okay, cool. And she's like, you sure that? Yeah, I'm not gonna wear it. That's fine. Take it, but I'm just very opposed to, like I said, when persons around you don't have love for them. It's like my granddad passed, the same thing. Nobody wants to know, and then when you've got big house to sell and things to do, you want to come around and with your puppy tears. Not interested. Don't let money be the reason why you come about. It's wrong.
Yeah. What say you, D?
Well, what can I say? I'm gonna try to be as diplomatic as I can.
Diplomatic, yeah.
Let me sit up little straight. On the face of it, I would share because that's the person I am. However, I am currently in a situation where I was left something by my grandmother, lied to about it. So on the face of it, it was I get half, my other family members get the other half. And I was like, well, I'm still nice. I'm quids in, isn't it? You don't got to share, but I still get the majority share. However, having discovered that that's not what her wishes was, and in fact, I get the entire thing, to be then being fought by your family members to take it from you, nobody is getting a Ross. So where I would have, get not no. It's over. It's finished. Chapter's closed. Because I was the one. I lived there. I grew there. My daughter was born in that property. When she was sick, I was running up and down from South London, cooking and rare. I was doing the thing. So nobody else is shocked by it. And everybody else got. My grandmother was very fair. Everybody else got something. And it was very clear and specific. But then you have the junk on them, the generals that come in and have decided that they want to rewrite history. And I can't have it. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing behind the scenes for a year, is fighting for what is legally mine. It's mine.
Exactly.
So I agree with you, Charlene. Like, these people pretended they were there. They were interested. Everybody was smiles. It was all togetherness. It was all, we've got to get through this and come by our what.
Yep.
Then the wheel drop. And everybody's confident
anymore.
Right.
We say family. Not no more.
The two got pull up.
And to think they were trying to blindside you by you not getting what should have been yours. That makes it even worse. Like, come on, like, no.
Just being very cloak and daggerish with this will and hiding stuff, but like, what's for you is for you. So it all got revealed, and here we are. Do you know what I mean? But I believe you're going to prevail, because it's black and white is black and white. It's the law is the law. So it really is that simple. I don't understand what we're talking about.
It's when they
I've never understood what we were talking about from the beginning.
When they find another will.
Why are we here? Sorry, go on, Gary.
It's when they find another will, like it's come from nowhere. Like, this one.
I've had that.
Someone else's signature on it.
I think past at this point, it could be anything. I have to expect the unexpected, because up until this point, I had no idea that I would be in this kind of nonsense. So,
not from family members you grow with, and that you look up to and that you look to for safety and stuff like that, you're not going to necessarily think that you're. Why would you think that you would experience that? But Kale Sharla, good evening, gorgeous pie. She said, I learned from generations before me on both sides, people need to split inheritance. When it's up to someone to divide it, it causes big issues. Yeah, when it comes to money and it's just not a shock. People are really greedy and crazy when it comes to these things. Good evening, Davina. How are you, love? Nice to see you. We haven't seen you in a live
Hello,
for a little
Davina.
while. Yeah, good evening, Sugar. And thank you for all your posts. Listen, your posts have been going viral and causing problems. We are getting bucks. People are getting vexed. Keep them coming. We love you for it. We love you for it, man. But yeah, I said if my brothers were still alive, I probably would split it, keep $500,000 and let them split the mill.
George,
half of
500,000.
Yeah, 500. It's $500,000, isn't it?
Yeah.
So $500,000 I'd keep and I'd let them
Quarter,
split
they
the
get a quarter.
other half between the three of them because they've got kids, they've got family, so everyone could eat. But if I experienced anything like what you two have experienced on the screen, nobody not get nothing, you know. And I would dig my heels in. You lot know what I'm like. Once I say nah, it's no. We will fight to the end, to the death. No one gets nothing if you lot want to go on stupid. But yeah. How are you all? How is everybody? We're all good. I'm good. The Davina session mashup. Yeah, we're discussing one of your topics. I think you posted the inheritance one. Out of interest, Davina, what would you do? Would you split the money or would you keep it all for yourself? What would you do out of interest? We inquiring minds want to know. Because what you've been doing is dropping the posts in the group and then and not saying nothing. I've noticed that and just leaving little bombs. We love you for it, man. Thank you. Keep it coming. All right. So, No Bravado Massive, what did they say they would do? Let's look. I'm meant to filter out the best comments, but I had no time for that. But this was Charlene's response.
And I was doing that just exact thing.
Nope. If you think you're gonna bully me as well, if you come if I will have it in my mind, like, yeah, man, let me cut it in half and then. But if you come and you start bullying me, then no one gets nothing. Sorry.
Yep.
All right. So I laughed. Eva Thomas. Oh, you said me and my best and close friends going to be nice. If they need help, we'll get it. Siblings, I'm respecting the wishes of grandma. Eva said, you know, he's Charlene. Jay Marsh said, nope, that's between grandma and them and God.
Amen.
Our group is cool, you know. I swear to God. He said, you go chat to grandma and God. So grandma's dead and God is good, isn't it? So what you want me to? Hang on.
And there must have been a reason why grandma made the decision. Because it's not a little bit of money.
It's a whole heap of cheddar.
It's a whole heap of cheddar. So she decided you are the one that's going to inherit this. So everybody else, puff up your chest. But Granny said it, Grandma said, Nanny said, however you refer to her, she said, and you can't now check it. So it's there. Leave me alone.
Get out with it. And precisely this is why I get caught up. Come on. Grace agrees with you. Cleopatra said, I would give something. Yes, I'd give something. I said, not split, but a little something. She asked what I would do. I said exactly that. I'll chop it in half and then let them take the rest. Richie G said, certain people wouldn't get because they showed their true colours when they were in better positions. Mm-hmm. I heard that. Franco would share. My niece said, not a penny. I'm not moving, and I'm moving and changing my number. Don't want to hear broke people talking. Just Oh, not about the sharing bit though. That's my money. So I was like, you wouldn't share with your favorite auntie. I was touching my pearls because I love this chick. This is my favorite, one of my favorite nieces, and
Yes.
do you know, because she's funny and she's raw and she just talks as
Yes.
it is, and she reminds me of myself. I was like, I know you would share with your favorite auntie. Hear her though. I think she said we could have a conversation. I was like, watch you, little wretch. I'm gonna get rid of you. We can have a little discussion while sitting in my mansion. Right. So, yours something else, mate. But I do revel in the bands, though. Says Eva. Junior said, "I'm the youngest of 8. Eldest brother who I miss dearly died over 30 years ago. One of my elder brothers, we talk. As for the others, I'd love to see their faces when they come to the realization their younger brother, who was the one that held the family together. And after our dad died, I hear some things. And likewise, when my mum died, it really fragmented the family. And the revelations of bad mind that followed, real dead left controversy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I see their faces and hear their mouths. If I bagged $1 million, priceless. I was the youngest and is me. My mum wrote as the executor of her estate. In fact, I can see and hear most grabalicious one telling me to let bygones be bygones. She and one of my older brothers, them two, well heartless and don't biz when it comes to money. On my mum's deathbed, he told the neighbour, why it don't just dead. What? Why it don't just dead and it's like she don't want to dead? What? Oh my God. I'd never talk to him again. That's sickening. It was a long time before I heard this, and who knew kept it from me, frightened that I'd do him in. For a long time, it bugged me, and yes, I did feel like doing him something. And boy, James Bogle is a dog.
Cool name, boy. Got a cool name.
He don't business. He would say, blah, blah, who lives in West London, North West London, or blah, blah street is a pedo. He don't business. Taz said, do they even need to know? Why can't the solicitor tell me in private? On a real note, I would. It's true though. Why is it some public? You know what I mean? But that's how wills are, isn't it?
Well, isn't it? Well, if you're a beneficiary, then mate, you're entitled to know. But if you're not named in there, it's not your business.
No, but you can sit in and you can sit in the the executor when the executor because you've got to put an executive in it, and I think when it reads the will, like it's a public forum, isn't it?
I wouldn't know because the executor that's officiating my grandmother's estate hasn't done any of that thing. Nothing whatsoever. So I really wouldn't know how it's supposed to go.
No, it's only the ones that are
the way how I'm holding my tongue, Dion, I'm just knocking my mouth, like physically in my knocking my mouth. Because the shenanigans that goes on in families when inheritance comes up, it's sad. And I think that in our community, there is a lot of fighting. There is a lot of selling off the properties quick, sliding off legacies, stealing from one another when really we should be building on what our elders left, because we are now the elders, like it or not. So we're supposed to be thinking in a particular mindset to build on that legacy, not ripping from each other. It's crazy. I don't like the idea of it at all. Daniel said he wouldn't split equally. Neither would I. We will keep half. Katrina said, guess what? It will go to probate. If she left her $1, it would show she meant that. Leaving someone off a will actually gives the right to contest the will. Legally, you have meant, I don't know, family members, and say you're leaving them a penny or something. If their names are meant, they could be challenged. Oh, I think she means.
I think she's saying if they're not on the will, you can challenge it and say that I should be on it because I'm blah 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 and this that and the other. So if they've left you a penny, then it's specific. Like
no, that's what she meant to leave you was a penny, or £20.
Sorry.
You know what I mean? Anywho, Katrina, I said, all right, say she left him $1, would you split your million? I might. My mum raised us to be close, so that's nice. But although your mum raised you to be close, you're not saying yeah. You're saying I might.
The mum raised you to be close. The mum raised you to be close, but left them off the wheel.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's grandma, isn't it? Not mum.
Okay.
I'll break them off a little piece still, and nope. I'll give them something though, not splitting. Yes, all the no's want to love drama. Yeah, you're saying that, but once a million's in your hand, you're not splitting that. I haven't got any siblings, but if I did, I would share it with them, said Michelle L. Blake. Sue Charles, what have you done for her lately? It's the question.
Exactly.
What have you done for her lately? Her choice, but I will make their descendants whole in my will, and nobody knows why. Vanessa said she would share. Hayden Law said definitely 50-50. I take half, they can split the rest. My siblings are non-existent to me, so that's a big fat no, says Steph Monroe. Rosemary said yes, she would share. Nope, absolutely, said Colette. Nick said, I don't know. I have to be in the situation to know, but if this were to happen, the person decided not to share it for a reason. Depends on how they treated me, says Anthony. Only child, says Simone. Eva said, yeah, no brainer, I'd be splitting it equally. Yeah, you're nice. No, I wouldn't be. No. I'm not going to lie. No, not equally. You could take half of it, but I'm taking the other half. And if you give me any kind of attitude, that's your section gone. One thing with a section removed. Yes, it better be nice at this point. Yes, give them Sib some. It's the right thing to do, says Grace. Niga said madness. Kofi said it's all mine. Amari said, nope, they didn't care or visit her, and I did. Nope. I mean, but that's none of my business.
Causes problems as well, doesn't it? So, if you feel you've done so much for somebody and they leave it for the other person after you did everything, that would be proper.
Yeah, and that does happen.
Yeah.
I've heard some horror stories. Hang on. Kel Charlotte said, okay, I missed the first part. If Nanny gave it to me, it's up to the one. Yeah. I mean, there's reasons why she would give it. You might be just a favourite. Hang on. So let me go back because I've missed some of the comments in the live chat. My conscience wouldn't allow me to keep it all, says Davina. But not all siblings, one in particular, can go. Imagine. All my kids, Kay Charlotte said, all my kids should split equally, even if we are estranged. Also, my grandkids should not suffer because of the relationship with my children. But then she's saying she missed the first part. Conscience. Okay, missed the first part. Okay. So that's that topic. This topic, Gary inboxed into the group chat. I want to see you lot's reaction to this, yeah? And what you would do. Hang on. Hang on, let me just pause it. All right. Because I didn't put this in the group, so we haven't got any comments on it. But I just want to see what you lot think, if you have the same reaction as me. All right, can you see it? You can see it?
Yeah. Move up a bit.
What the hell? Come down, babe. We on it. Get my hand set there.
Nah, brother. No. Fuck off, innit?
Nah, she's crying.
No, that's not even funny.
So for those in the back, this is what he thought was a good proposal. Smashed up the good car.
Come down, babe. We on it. Get my hand set there.
It's a special kind of fuckery. I don't understand. It's done, innit? It's done at this point. My heart is in my mouth. No. No. Can you imagine? In fact, we might have fucked them up. The kidnapping thing, we might have fucked them up. All of my friends just dumped out, and we're grabbing what you're trying to hit us with. Everyone's going to hospital before we realise it was, oh, I love you. Okay. Oh, wait.
To me, that's a huge red blanket, not a flag.
Like blanket.
What's that?
Yeah.
I'm trying not to swear. Carl keeps getting on me about swearing.
A holocrill.
F-U-C-K does that. Who does that? I didn't think it was funny.
Ridiculous.
I didn't laugh. The way she was sobbing at the end hurt my heart. It even brought a little tear to my eye. You traumatized the woman to propose to her.
They watch too much TV, too much. I don't know what the influence is. It's too much. What is wrong with humans? Just told them that was a great idea. Then you got people to do it with you. Everyone's gay, Joe.
Right.
Everybody.
Who's paying for my fucking car?
Exactly.
You're right there, Gary.
Swearing. Oh, you gotta let me swear. Like, I can't even talk. My voice note in the group chat. Did you hear my voice note, Gary?
No, I didn't listen to it. I just think.
You didn't listen to the voice note?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll play it. But I was just like, let me play it. Hang on. My voice note. This was my voice note. This is not technically me swearing on the show. Let me see if I can find it. I was like, is it me? Because this isn't cute.
No, it's
I'm
not.
looking at the wrong thing. But yeah, I more or less said what I said. Let me know. That's my cue to not swear on the show. Ragamuffin! Wagwan! We love him. That's the day me and him done. Absolutely. I think that's more or less what I said to Vina. Like, we'd be done. I would walk from wherever we are. I'm not staying in the car. I'm gone. Can you not hear this? This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life, and I would never speak to him again, let alone marry him. Fucking idiot. I'm not laughing. I think it's dumb. It's ridiculous. Why would you traumatize a woman like that? Fucking idiot. I can't. That was my response. I was so annoyed just watching it. That.
When I first saw it, it came up on my thing. I looked, I was like, what's going on? And it took me a couple of seconds to work out. Oh, the brother's proposing. And I said, let me send this to you lot and say, what would you do in this situation?
Like, we just don't have any limits. We're always looking for the next thing. Why?
It's dumb.
For Instagram moment.
What
Had the woman staring at her heart like that?
Just collapse because she really thinks that she's being kidnapped.
No,
But he got out. He got out while they were fucking up the car, innit?
No, he got out and they took him out
they
the car.
kind of shrugged him out.
They dragged him out and threw him in the van.
Oh, and then he came back out with
yeah.
And then he came back out with the bouquet of flowers and the ring, talking about when you married me.
I'd have run you over.
The
Get
way
out
how
of it.
would
Get
you,
out of it.
if she marries him, then for your business.
Because that's a great story to tell the grandkids. Oh, how did granddad propose to you, grandma?
He pretended to get kidnapped.
He mashed up my good car.
Right.
Because I want to know who's paying for the car. The people were standing on the car. They mashed out the windows. They done all of that. Had her screaming, trauma. That is the stupidest shit I have ever seen in my life. Yo, I couldn't even talk. And usually I would laugh. I do like inappropriate shit, so I would laugh.
No, but that's
was
funny. It's funny. It's not funny. Why would you do that? I just didn't get it.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
it did make me laugh because it was the girls bawling in the car. Like she was.
That's what made me sad.
You could just
What
see
did you
her.
cry, Gary?
I was just laughing because her head was on the thing like, and you can see her like, what's going on?
It's
And
not
then when he
funny,
asked,
Gary's
Yeah,
message, you know.
the traumatized. Like she really thought this was real. That maybe her
Right.
fiance or her boyfriend at that point is getting kidnapped. It's all over.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We're gonna have
they're
to
gonna come for her. They're gonna come for
buy
her
me
next.
t-shirts, buy me John t-shirts because he can't. And then it was just a prank. Like,
You're gonna think that you're gonna be done because he's dragged him off in the van. You don't know what the hell's happening. They might come back and kill you because they don't want no witnesses or whatever.
Yeah.
Because what am I gonna do with you? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like all of those. Why she was sobbing like that? It was awful. Yeah, girl, catch an Uber from that point and leave.
the man came out and said,
Would you marry me?
Jokes.
Madness.
Yo,
That would have ended
perplexed.
well if that was me. Absolutely not.
Yeah, whatever. Eventually, after you don't get over it, you're marrying them.
No, there's no getting over that.
Getting over it.
That's weird. That's
After
not
you'll be
even
marrying.
remotely romantic.
You'll be like, yeah, my
What
man.
are we gonna do at our wedding anniversary? We're gonna do for my birthdays. I'm gonna dead, or you're gonna dead.
Right.
Sorry. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Have gunman come out and flip in? It don't make no sense. And I've seen people. I'm trying to pause this, but it's not pausing. I've seen people not accept marriage proposals because the venue weren't right, or you know what I mean, or it was in McDonald's. Say someone proposed to someone in McDonald's and she said no. I wouldn't want to be proposed to in McDonald's. What would make you turn down a proposal, ladies, before we go on to the next topic?
Kidnap.
I'd never speak to him again. I'm telling you that for free. Block, delete, move, so you can't come to my house. I just don't want to see your ass again. Seriously, freaking idiot. What would make you turn down a proposal, Shasha? Be real, no bravado.
To turn it down. I don't know.
If it's Gary, you asked you.
Look at the position all over his face. He's just such a troublemaker. And you can always tell when he's trying to make trouble because it just sits right here. The trouble sits right here on his face. What would make you turn down a proposal?
I think the circumstances of how it was done. There was no effort. There was no thought. There was, you know.
What do you mean no thought? That guy put enough thought into that.
Gary.
He's a psychopath.
Okay, so then, you know, in this day and age, women could do the same. So let's kidnap you, innit? Strip you down, and then let me come out and say, let's get married. Actually, you might like it.
Bring the handcuffs out and say, yeah, here they are.
So if a guy proposed to you, like say it was just you and him, and you were in bed, and he just proposed to you in bed, would that be romantic and acceptable? Like you
Yeah.
just finished your little thing, and then he reached over
Boy,
and pulled
that's good. Let's get married now. Yeah.
No, but he's reached over and pulled the ring out whilst you're in bed out of the nightstand whilst you're in bed. Would you be like, okay, or would you be like,
That would be cute.
you'd like that?
Yeah.
That
would be.
Sure. But I'm gonna agree to anything after the ting, you get me? So be a little bit level-headed.
Yeah, that's manipulation.
How can I say no?
After Mr. Shudder. It's manipulation. I get that. If someone asked you, what's Daniel saying? After you've done make your legs shake and eye roll, you must say yes, laughing out loud. That would be the reason to ask. If someone proposed to you in a McDonald's, for instance, are you ending the relationship?
I'm not
Why?
ending it, but I wouldn't want it. If from the conversations that we've had about it, and you still go and do something like that, you haven't listened to me, because you will know that I'm not somebody who does things. I don't do public things like that anyway. I wouldn't want it. Yeah, I'm more personal.
Okay.
I don't.
So if you say, for example, you and your partner you went somewhere like, I don't know, went to watch a football match, Arsenal play somebody, FA Cup final, Wembley, and then he went on the picture and said, "Would you marry me?" in front of 90,000 people, and then the whole of the country, and it said Charlie, and came across the big display board, and it had dancing images of you from your baby to the dad, and all the time we were out, and it said, "Yeah, would you marry me?" Whatever, and you got all the footballers to come out singing your name. You'll be like, "No, man, you're embarrassing me."
See, I'm being a hypocrite now. No, that's different. That's different. I know. I'm sorry, not sorry, but McDonald's. No,
not McDonald's. You can't even get fresh food in McDonald's. What am I doing in there in the first place?
Right, not doing it.
I buy the fire on McDonald's and the cold food and all of that. So I shouldn't even be in there in the first place for you to even say to me, "Can will you marry me?"
Yeah, I've seen a couple of proposals.
Rubbery chips. No, thanks.
I've seen a couple of proposals in McDonald's, and then people are saying that the girl's ungrateful for saying no. But I'm like, is she?
I think she is. I think she would be.
Why? Why?
Because if I did something, I don't know. Do you ever see that McDonald's in Brixton when they had everyone singing one time? That the whole shop started, someone was singing in it. The whole shop was banging the tables and everything. It was one Friday night, wicked vibe. See, sometimes you get a vibe and it'd be like, yeah, and someone proposed to somebody or something in the day, and it's really cool. So sometimes it's about the moment, isn't it? And it's about
catch a vibe in McDonald's.
Sometimes you catch a vibe in McDonald's, yeah. Catch a vibe in McDonald's. Let me see if I can find the vibe in McDonald's. What do you mean?
On the way home after a rave. That's the vibe.
I don't even eat McDonald's, so it wouldn't happen because I'll be waiting in the car. Like I'm not going. I don't go in there unless I'm trying to sneak into their toilet. But I don't eat McDonald's at all. I don't know I don't think I'd be best pleased, but I wouldn't want to embarrass him either in public.
Yeah.
But you better redo that shit. A rewind, please. Can we just have a retake?
The rehearsal.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, any kind of proposal like that, absolutely not. The football one that sounded quite cute. I'd like that.
And for about that would cost about 200-300 grand. You'll be right with that.
No, not if we were in this position. If we're in this position,
we can't get married after that.
With this level of money and you spend 300 grand on a proposal, you're an idiot. Absolutely not. Where's the house?
Yeah.
I would be annoyed. But if he's a millionaire, and he's got money and he can do that, yes, I would love that. But if we're at this level, absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. Anywho, moving on. Next topic. Share screen. All right.
Our generation, yeah, I put myself in it. I'm at the very low end of the generation. You're at the top. But we're the first of the single grandparents, like on a big scale. Single lonely grandparents. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen, bro.
It's true because my grandparents they lived together and it was a family house. Now it's gonna be like everybody's house in the 60s, 70s, like a bachelor pad.
It's gonna be no houses. You're gonna be going to granddad's flat. He's got a 1-bedroom flat. He's got a studio flat.
Yeah.
Imagine going to see your granddad and he's got a studio flat. It's because you when you think of grandma, it's a house,
Yes.
That's if I think of my grandma's house, big, the Christmas, the whole, everybody can go there, But now you're gonna have granddad lives in a room, in a shared accommodation, bruv. Grandma's living at her sister's, bruv. It's all gonna go crazy because we're not planning for the future because we don't think the future's gonna come. No one thinks they're getting old. No one thinks the future's gonna come.
My ticket.
We've all given up relationships that we should have fought for. Like, because I don't need to fight because we can get next woman. We can get the next man. But in reality, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. You can get a woman 100%, but can you get a woman that you want to be with? And that you get to say that you really want to cherish and you want to make life with, like, do you get what I'm saying? It's not that easy to find them. It's easy to find women you can talk to and potentially just deal with or whatever, but that one, it's not easy to find, bro, on either side. So we're going to have a bag of lonely old granddads and a bag of lonely old grandmas.
Thoughts?
No, I totally
I think. Hang on, let me just mute this because I want to read the comments on their thing as well. I'll go back to their comments. Hang on. Am I forced that? Yes, Daniel. I forgot to say it was posted by Daniel. Am I posted? It's a fact though. Very scary. What do you not think?
It's true.
I think it's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I want to be a lonely granddad.
Get lost.
He's got the most beautiful girlfriend in the world. He's just chatting shit.
Right.
But it put me to think. The reason I wanted to do this is because I'm not going to be a grandparent because I ain't got no kids. So how about that? But then it does put you to think about our generation that, again, I've got no kids. So it's either it stops where you've got no kids or we have really shifted. But the aunties are not auntieing like they were when they were our aunties. Like, we're the aunties. Well, I'm the auntie now. What big old rough boy at London Fashion Week the other day called me auntie, and I wasn't sure how to feel. You're gonna give birth to me, you feisty. But you know, right. But at the same time, it's a mark of respect. And the fact of the matter is, I have got auntie status now. I'm 51 in April, so it is auntie status now. But we're not the same as we used to be back in the day. We're just not. And there are a lot of us who are single and who are not kind. It just doesn't look like how it used to. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, or what are our genuine, honest thoughts on that?
I just think it's the way the society has changed over the years. There's so
How
many
do you
different
think that would
factors.
affect? How do you think that would affect your daughter?
Well, I'm not a grandparent yet. I could just about tolerate her dad and me and him in the same room. So we're getting somewhere from not speaking to being around him. I I don't know actually. I should ask her what her thoughts are on something like this. And maybe her friendship group are right, this is what we grew up around. It was grandma's house or grandma and granddad's, and everybody congregated there, and all your first best friends were your cousins because everybody gravitated to the home. And I grew up with a lot of extended family, so the village was big. Everybody was auntie, everybody was uncle, everybody was cuz or whatever, because we all growing, this friends and friends and friends and having children. Everybody's around each other. And as things have gone on, people have moved away, people have scattered, the relationships, we don't have to put up with certain things now. We can do our own things. It's not as it was then. So I think there's many different factors that have changed the way that families look. But it is a real reality.
Yeah. It is kind of scary though.
It is.
It is kind of scary. Davina says, I'm single, a grandma, but not lonely. But it has crossed my mind on the odd occasion what it would feel like for my grandsons to be able to see grandma and granddad as a unit. I think it's important, but I do think that, because I was watching something yesterday and she was talking about, it's the same old argument about why relationships are not the same as they were back in the day. And a lot of the time back in the day, women were financially dependent on their husbands, but husbands were having double life and have a next household with kids. Nowadays, women are not putting up with that because they don't have to.
Not so much that. Most also, no one can afford that. You know how much house prices are now? People got to have more than one house.
True. Too much people to feed in this cost of living times. Cost
of living. around 2 hours. It's not easy like before.
Yeah. But so there is something to be said about like kids and grandkids seeing a unit, because it is nice, and but then what kind of unit are they seeing? So if it's going to be unhealthy and unhappy, I'm not going to say too much on here because you never know who's watching, but there's a particular relationship, an older relationship that I witness, and I laugh every day at it because we speak to this person every day and it's hilarious. She cannot stand her husband and her husband cannot stand her. And I don't think that's an environment for the people the Grand Piccadilly to be in and see anyway. Like, so it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other to me.
Did you ever? I don't know if you saw this. Did you ever see the thing? I think it's in America. In America, it was 2 West Indian grandparents, and this girl was filming them, and they were having a conversation. The man was gardening, and the wife was telling him how to do the gardening, and he was telling her, "Why are you telling me how to do the gardening? I know what I'm doing." And she goes, "No, you need to plant the pot like this." And he started cussing, and she started cussing. And at the end, he said something about how he said something about where he lived in Jamaica. He goes, "No, my mom made me born so and so." And at the end, she goes, "Oh, do you want a cup of tea?" He goes, "Yes, I'd love it." Like it was like there was a love, but it was very confrontational.
Yeah.
And I think that's how lots of old people are. It's not older people. It's like that whole. There's a love there, but if you sat down and listened to them, you're thinking, "Right, did they actually like each other?"
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they may. The people you're talking about, yeah.
In this case, they don't like each other. They don't.
If they're that old, the one
I can't even blame the spirit on that.
It's the War of the Roses.
Yo,
they live in the War of the Roses.
And the Twits. Do you not remember Roald Dahl, the Twits?
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of, when you would fling little glass eye in the man's and watch him fighting up, and they don't like each other, and I just couldn't be, me personally, I couldn't be in that type of situation, and I wouldn't want my kids to you stay in something even though it's torturous. So to me, it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. Daniel says, I guess you can't put up with anything, but there's too many options to stick it out anymore.
Yeah.
But then if there's that many options, why are people still single then? Because the options ain't that great.
I think most people are single because men and women, I think, would prefer to just have somebody when they want somebody. A situationship rather than an actual relationship is much more easier for them to just have that. There's no strings attached. You just come and go to play. Where if they're if they're trying to be in a committed relationship and it's not working out for them, they don't want to do it no more. So it's just a simple life having situationship. If you want a little piece, all right, cool. If you don't have to. You know, stamp duty.
For those who are listening on Spotlight, the stamp duty will kill a player. Says Mummy will say pick until you pick shit.
Yeah.
I mean, my brother and his wife are married. They've got 2 boys, and my nephews are lucky because they've got both sets of grandparents and aunties. And Sarai's a big cousin. I mean, it's hilarious. Whenever they see it, they call me Auntie Dee. But when they see my daughter, they're like, "Hey, cousin Soraya." And I'm like, "What do you call her that? She's not 85." They have that, the 2.4, if you like, existence. And a lot of their friends, parents, they have that still. So it still does exist. And, there's 5 years between me and my brother.
Right.
So I do think that my nephews are quite lucky that they still have that, both grandparents, and they go to, they still have that connection. But I suppose it's to a minimum.
I think it's important, but I think it's important for it to be healthy, not just for the sake of seeing a unit and the unit is dysfunctional. Energy and everything's just off. To me, it don't make no sense. Let's see what they said in. See if it can pick up the comments here. Hang on. Oh, it's not sure. Okay. Let me share my screen.
Should I read out what Davina said? Oh.
Yeah, read out what Davina said and then go on.
Daniel Mydenshaw, they don't know any different, and that's what they were normally into. But in an ideal world, I would have lived for my grandchildren to be able to see old love. Fortunately, their parents, my daughter and son-in-law, are together. So grateful they're growing up around that kind of love.
Right. Yeah, it's important for it to be healthy, love.
Yeah.
Because I do think there's something to be said about just being in a unit for the sake of being in a unit. I don't think that's healthy either.
I think I said that the generations has changed over the years, so things
changed a
are
lot.
different. Yeah.
So do you have a cat for company? Bro, I'd love it to be Crosby Show family lifestyle, but there ain't any Crosby Show wives out there.
Wow.
Okay, Wade. Did anyone eat him up in the comments? Hang on. That's just not true. In fact, Claire Huxtable with law degrees and fancy jobs are perpetually single. You all say you want it, but you don't because it requires black men to level up and marry. Level up, and many want to remain big man children. Oh, hang on. So did you reply? Respectfully, that doesn't necessarily need to call the boxes. Crosby's okay. I don't think he responded. There are lots of good women out there. I have several single friends. So everyone jumped on him for that.
Why do girls always say that? I got lots of single thing. All my friends are good. They're good too. If they were that good for people, I'm sure they got their own thoughts. Why are you defending some people you don't even know what they're like in a relationship?
I don't know. I think you got a good point, because it's not as if we're in relationship with these people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've never looked at it like that. That's what made me stall. But I guess when you know the characteristics and the traits of your friends, you do think, well, hang on, these are good people. So in terms of characteristics that men say they're looking for, you might know a string of girls that have those characteristics, but you're right to say that what they're like as a friend and what they're like in a relationship is two different things. But in terms of general characteristics, you say, I know many good women. Do you know what I mean? That are out there that are single. So it's not that there ain't good women out there, and it's the same with men. I think that people need to accept that your type might not like you. That's one thing. Do you know what I mean? That's one thing. I think sometimes we pick patterns and not people. So we pick what's familiar and then end up saying all men are the same, when actually, no, you've not grown past that pattern. Type. Yeah, that type. You don't have that type. It's time to pick differently. It's time to recognize, like if you've got daddy issues, if you've got mummy issues, a lot of the time we pick characteristics that feel like home. So if your dad was emotionally unavailable, we've picked this man that's emotionally unavailable, and then we're banging our head against a brick wall saying he doesn't open up, when actually you just need to pick someone who does. Don't pick patterns. I do think there's something to be said about that. So I think there's good men out there and there's good women out there. We're just not picking each other.
No, I don't know if that's all correct, because sometimes I think that people, I agree with the pattern things. You kind of people, you like what you like in it. You like what you like. That's it. I mean, so that's it. But I feel lots of girls I know have dated a certain type of guy and it hasn't worked out, and have gone for a totally different guy and end up hating them, like literally, like thinking, why am I with this person? It's not my person.
Yeah, but somewhere fundamentally, the characteristic why they've ended up hating him still remains.
No,
so it doesn't necessarily mean that because they're totally different.
Maybe the word hate's a bit wrong. They just don't like the person. Because, like, you know what? It's like we've got nothing in common in regards to, yes, we did have the same kind of. I think people have the same. It's going to sound quite bad. Financial goals, but when it comes down to kind of physical and emotional, it's two different things. You know what I
mean? Yeah. Kev B says she's back next week, Kev. Come on and wind her up.
She'll love that.
Natalie, whenever she sees Kev B, she's like, wild shit. Thanks for joining us. All right, what's our next topic? So that's that one. Let's do this one.
How many times we gonna act like having multiple women ain't in a man's nature?
I think the wife is walking up. The wife is here.
Hold on, come here. Now, I admire you as a wife because I am a wife. But I'm gonna ask you, why is your husband coming up here asking that question?
He just wanted to know.
But when men say it's in their nature, when men speak on that, it's usually an excuse for their behaviors that they have. And they don't want to acknowledge that. And we're also listening to men who don't even possess the qualities or the character to be able to navigate that many women.
From a woman's perspective, though.
They don't.
From a woman's perspective.
No, I'm speaking for the men who are usually having this conversation. The men online who are usually having this conversation are not the ones who even qualify to have multiple women to take care of them. When we talk, no, let me just say this real quick. When we talk about having multiple women, we are not talking about financial provision. We are talking about women. That means that you have to have the emotional capacity, the emotional intelligence to deal with multiple women, different layers. When we talk about women in motherhood, this comes with different responsibilities, different needs, and things like that. And most men don't have that. Most of the men who are speaking on this are selfish men who are simply just trying to have women for their own selfish needs.
How many times we gonna act like having multiple women?
So, what do we think about that? Because it's an old age argument. Do we think that it is just in men's nature to have multiple women? Not black men, just men. Because trust me, Brian and Paul are out there doing some white women are having the same problems as black people, so I think it's a man thing. I don't think it's a black man thing.
I don't think it's a nature thing at all. I think because otherwise, then that would be it. That would be the general consensus. We would have all been born into that from the beginning of time. That is what is the norm. I think it's choices that people make.
Yeah,
to have multiple partners or attempt to have multiple partners.
According to some theories, monogamy was kind of brought in
concept
Western. It was a poor man's thing because they couldn't afford to have the multiple women, so they would just have the one and work that as a family. But monogamy was brought in as a concept. It wasn't actually natural. So when we're trying to force the concept of monogamy, do we think we're flogging a dead horse? I guess because cheating comes up again and again and again and again, and then you'll hear some men or some women say it didn't mean anything, it just happened. Or I know for men, I've had conversations with men where they've said, my wife is my wife. I'll sleep with my wife. I love my wife. And no one can come before her. But if I've just had sex with a girl, I've just had sex with a girl, it means nothing. And it really doesn't. Hence the reason why I'm saying, do we think it's in their nature to...
I personally think that some men just get bored. I think they do generally get bored sometimes, so they need something else to play. But like you said, Tricia, it's a case of they will say to you they love their wife. They wholeheartedly do. There's no emotional connection there. But there's too many options out there as far as I'm concerned.
I think it's more about opportunity for guys. I don't think guys don't go out and think to themselves, you know what? I'm with my wife. I'm just gonna go and find some side chick. I think when people offer them up things, they don't have the willpower to say no.
You think it's as simple as that?
As simple as that.
Which goes back to, is it in your nature then to not say no?
I don't know. I don't think it's in the nature. I just think that I think things like that are just opportunities. So when opportunity is not around, the guy can. If the guy's got no options, he's faithful.
Yeah. True.
As faithful as your options.
Your options are your options, isn't it?
Like
literally.
That.
But there are some men who will have the option and choose not to take the option.
Yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they don't. I'm not saying every guy chooses to take options. But if the opportunity is not there, then they're not gonna take the. If say for example, I've got some example, like most guys don't go out looking for some other girl to sleep with. Yeah. It's like they go somewhere, start talking to somebody, and then the person flirting, and they think, you know what, I'm gonna pretend like my wedding ring isn't on my finger today, and it ends up going places. And then sometimes, as soon as they've done it, they're like, "Rah, I shouldn't have done that." I really regret that. And then I'm not going to do it again. And then I see the girl a couple months later and they end up doing it again. It's like, no. And it just becomes like a habit thing. It's not like
it's a choice.
Like plan. Yeah.
It's not even a case of having, okay, you'd have those options, but as Dion says, it's you're choosing to do something. If you go out to a club, you know that you've got a wife and kids at home and everything's nice and sweet. So you have no reason to be going, say to yourself, okay, I might see someone at a club and we're going to start talking. Not saying you can't talk to somebody, but at the same time, if you choose to neglect what you have, and this is the chances of your missus finding out and mashing that all up, you have made a conscious decision to do something. You can't say, oh, it was alcohol or whatever. You decided to get to know that person on a different level, meet up with them more than once to get to know them, to form a connection. Now, some women then, I saw on Facebook where this girl was saying, oh, she's fed up of her partner's cheating on her and having to look for his phone and so forth. So she just joined in. Now, for me, that's a form of manipulation, because you know that, okay, the woman has got a choice. Does she stay with me and put up with what I'm going to do, or does she join in? And I think that's a problem that we have nowadays. Some women are more susceptible to this whole polygamy thing of, oh, he's going to cheat anyway, so I might as well just allow, be in this open relationship. Are you actually happy in an open relationship? Because what you say doesn't add up to what you're doing. To me, you're doing it because you want to feel like, okay, he's not cheating because we're in an open relationship. That to me is an excuse. Just my opinion.
As I said, I don't think for guys it's that. I think 90% of guys that cheat or people that cheat don't meet people at a club or a bar. It's people they know from work, or it's those types of relationships.
Yeah.
So you get to know people and it just happens and it kind of goes on from that. It's not, most people don't go to a bar or a club, meet someone and end up troubling them. They have a relationship with them somewhere down the line. So previously or work or something like that. There's something else going on, usually. So don't worry about the girl in the bar.
Happens.
Yeah, don't worry about the girl in the bar. Don't worry about the guy in the bar, guys. Worry about the guy that she knew from 10 years ago that they reconnected with.
Okay. Because guys that I've known from 10 years ago that I've not had, like, you don't just decide, 10 years later I'm going to go and do.
No. If you've had a relationship with them before and it's rekindled.
Okay. I don't know. Because I'm beginning to think that it is in human beings' nature to want options and choices, and I think we're torturing ourselves with the concept of monogamy.
Yeah. I do. Wanting something that does it really exist? You say it's a concept. Does it actually really exist?
For me, it's easy for me to be in relationships and be loyal and faithful. And I remember having a conversation with someone, and they asked me if I've been cheated on, and I said, yeah, I have a few times. And they said, well, then what's wrong with you? You must be rubbish in bed. And I was like, what? That's right. Like, I don't think so. I don't think that's the case.
A girl said that one time to me, actually. A girl I dated said to me, she said to me, I always said to all the guys today, you will never be able to use the excuse that I'm rubbish in bed to dump me or end up sleeping with someone else. That's never going to be the excuse. So as wild as she can get, she will get, because as far as she said, you're never going to be saying, I left you because of that. That's not happening.
Right.
So so that's one of the things she was had a phobia about. Stuff. The man saying, boy, you didn't work it hard enough or whatever. So she said that would never happen.
Yeah. I mean, when I've found out that the guy's cheated or I'm leaving or I'm leaving, they don't want the relationship to end, and they always say that it's nothing, it just just say going. It just happened, but they never want the relationship to break up. They never. So I think if I'm the problem, then wouldn't they just be like, well, tatty bride, bitch.
Yeah, but guys always get buyer's remorse in it. Always.
Right.
Always get buyer's remorse. You think, oh yeah, I bought that and then we go back and forth. Oh, these shoes don't look that good when I put them on.
I regret it. Like Harry Potter.
Buy a little jacket, put it on, like, yeah. Wear it one time and think, it's a bit dead. You know what I mean? Or someone makes a comment, that's a horrible colour, and you start doubting it. You know what I mean? It's just, guys always get that whole kind of, you know what I mean? I try it on once and nah, not really feeling
it's not for me, yeah.
Yeah, not for me. I need to move on. Then you take it, me. Get a new one. That one don't work, you know what I mean? Don't fit right.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do. I think based on my personal experience, and the amount of times that it's been said to me that it didn't mean anything, it just kind of happened, or it only happened the once, or whatever the case may be. I'm like, well, is it that pum pum cutting a two, half for you and half for me and half for you? Like, you know that song? Boom, boom, cutting that all.
Yes.
It's because
I said to you.
I'm an idiot. I don't even know where this music lives in my head constantly. There's just a music for something, scenario for everything. But is it just that? Pum pum cutting that all and half for me and half for you? Do you know what I mean? Like,
it could be that simple.
Yeah, right. It's just there to sample. Do you know what I mean?
It was the other day when that song came into my head into the car, and I just bust up laughing. I was like, "Right, that what I've been singing all this time."
What, pum pum cutting that too? It's the word. It's pum pum cutting that all. Oh dear. So yeah, that was my last topic. So I think we're going to end up finishing early, unless anyone's got anything to say. Anything else you want to talk about?
Finish it early.
Yeah, man, it was a good show. Sometimes it's good to just finish on the high, isn't it?
I said to you, what do you think about all the people getting stuck in Dubai and cussing?
What
talking
happened?
about them? Because Iran, so basically America and Israel bombed Iran. Iran's gone crazy and said, you know what? Because we can't beat America and Israel, we're just sending rockets everywhere. So they're bombing Dubai, Oman, Syria, anywhere. Israel.
Oh my God, my friends out in Dubai.
Yeah, it was quite.
Sending rockets.
Oh shit! I need to check on my brethren.
Bare rockets everywhere. Everyone, and then so they closed down the airspace in the whole of the Middle East, so everyone's stuck now. So then,
and they're just shooting stuff out the sky.
Yeah, so they haven't hit no build. Well, we haven't really hit any buildings too tough yet in the Middle East because their air defenses have been shooting the rockets down. But basically, no planes are flying in and out of Dubai or the Middle East. So all these people are stuck in the Middle East, and then all the rich ones are saying that they want to come home back to England. And people like one of the politicians said, "Mind your business. When you're out there not paying no tax to the UK government, you're living in Dubai chilling.
Is it?
Pay for your own flight back. Yeah, we're not rescuing you."
What do they call them? They're not expats. There was a term that I kept hearing. It wasn't expat.
Yeah.
But I did check on my friend. So she's a teacher out there, and they're all. She's working from home. Like they've kind of told people to stay at home, and stay indoors. And she said it's just the loud bangs. She said that's quite scary. But she said everything's, they're all right. They're getting on with it.
My brother needs to come home. I'm going to be messaging her right now. Try to find your ass back here. The hell?
Yeah, so
it could be here. soon.
Yeah.
Because
No.
UK,
The records what ain't reaching England. I mean, them ballistic records, they can't go that far. They can only go Middle East.
nah, but they keep poking their nose in people's argument and talking about sons and daughters need to get up and come and fight their fight. 1 minute we for go home. I'm saying go and find the people who climbed up the flag, up the lamppost to put the flags up. They can go and fight your war. Find them. Because if you've got body strength to climb up, think about it. To climb up a lamppost and stay up there and tie up a flag. You can hold a gun. You go and do it.
Go and do it. Go and find you're taking my jobs through. Find them.
Right.
There's plenty of them that don't want to do nothing at home. You know, get them to do it.
That's worrying. So all of the trips that are going out to Abu Dhabi and stuff, what do you think will happen then?
No, they reckon it'll be finished by then.
Oh, we finished killing everybody by then, yeah?
Yeah, they reckon it'll be done by then.
You know, I just think the world is run by crazy, mad, egoic men that just need to pull their willies out and have a contest that way. See who's got the biggest one. That's what I think, because it's a madness. It's a whole madness. But yeah.
Madness.
With that said, I'm going to check on a couple of people that I got out there still, make sure they're all right. Because I didn't, I live in my bubble. Gary's my news anchor. So unless he brings it, and Natalie, unless they bring it to me, because Natalie was the one who brought D-Sav to me. I had no idea or nothing. She was like, no, there's this youth that just keeps breaking out of prison. Have you seen it? No.
But, so they caught him. So he got to France then?
He got to France. Yeah. Someone smuggled him to France. They reckon he was smuggled to France in a lorry. And now the police is saying anybody who had anything to do with his escape or aiding him or whatever the case may be is gonna they're on it. But yeah, I think they're gonna get a lot more of this.
What be here for? I'm from East, but I'm not from North London, man.
Right. I just think that's what's gonna be happening. People are gonna slam dooring at them fears. I'm not gonna tell you that I smuggled him in it. How are you gonna know? So yeah, I don't know. But yeah. We're going to end on a very high, what a brilliant show. It was a good laugh, and we flew through them topics, to be fair. So, yeah, looking forward to having you back again, Dean. Dean's part of
thank you for having me again. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I No Bravado crew, Dean. You're even in the trailer. You see the trailer?
In me?
Yeah, have you seen the trailer?
Of course I saw the trailer.
Yeah, man. Right.
I was sharing it on my WhatsApp status and everything.
Yeah.
It was nice.
But yeah, pleasure having you. What am I saying? Everybody that has been posting, Daniel, Davina, Kev B, all of you, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for posting in the groups, getting bigger. It is causing concern to some of our group members because, like, Davina posted a couple of posts and some of them got 190,000 post reach, 250,000 post reach. Some of Davina's ones have gone really far. Quite a few of them are going viral, which means that it's attracting different people. So it's not just our little people in the group. Different people are chiming in. We've picked up a few followers. But we've got a few people who are chiming in and throwing their opinion. White people, people from America, Asian people, they're just throwing in their opinion. So it's growing and it's getting bigger. And that's causing concern to some people. We have been attracting a lot of racist trolls. One was in there running riot the other day. It wasn't my day, it was Charlene's day. And she let him just run riot in there, boy. So when it was brought to, I think Charlie just went back to work and just left him. Is that what happened? Because you didn't check?
Yeah, there's some of them I don't get a chance to check. Yeah,
I didn't check. It was only when I kept seeing getting tagged this brother's bright. So we're getting a lot of racist trolls. They're feisty and bright. So then we will just remove them. What I will say is I don't want to limit the reach because the whole point of the group is for it to get to where it's getting to. We want the posts to go viral. We want people to give their genuine opinion. And if they're not in the group being racist, then I don't see nothing wrong with that. So, yes, thank you so much. But if they're being racist and we don't say anything, it's genuinely because we ain't seen it. So tag us, send me a message, flag them so that we can just kick their ass out. Because I don't like with the racist. I answered him because he was actually a clever one, and some of the things bordered on truth, but it was coming from a really racist standpoint, so we don't want to hear it. So I was getting ready to go back and forth with him, and then my spirit was like, but if someone is racist, they just want to be racist. So you can go back and forth with them as much as you want. It's wasted energy. Just block them. So that's what I'm doing now. In the next sense, go back and forth. I don't even want you lot to go back and forth with some of them. Just tag us and we just block them. And I hate that. But keep up the good work. The group is growing and it's going in the direction in which we want it to go in, which would mean, bigger and better things for all of us. So we love you for it. It's a good show tonight, says Davina. Thank you, Sugar. And that's because of the topics that you lot post, and we really appreciate you and we love you for it. So keep it up. And until next week, No Bravado Massive. Stay safe. Much love.
Stay away from Dubai.
Bye. Be good.
All right, cool.
And
be careful.
Yeah, everyone would see it there. Go see Gary to be careful at his sexual clinic. Gary just fling off himself. He's something else. I can't. He already said bye, innit? So he's gone.
Yeah.
God, I can't. Good night, guys.
Good night.